Hello everyone, my name is Brett Bader. I'm a sales guide here with Sharp Jaguar Grand Rapids, and we're actually here today to actually start something really brand new and something fun and exciting that I've actually wanted to do for a long time. So we're trying to put out weekly content here for you guys and show off our beautiful, amazing cars. So we thought the best way to do that, Motor Mondays. So we're doing the 2024 Jaguar F-Type right behind me. This vehicle is absolutely beautiful. It features a P450 that is a supercharged 444 horsepower V8 engine. So we're going to start off every Motor Monday with a cold start. So let's listen to this bad boy. Too good, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's walk around the car. All right, so we wanted to do a full walk around of this vehicle, and again, this is the 2024 Jaguar F-Type 75. So all of these 2024s that I've ordered here at the dealership are going to be the 75, which is actually indicative of the 75th anniversary of Jaguar sports cars. So starting in 1949 with the XK120, the Jaguar F-Type as the 2024 model year is going to be the final model year and final generation of the internal combustion Jaguar sports cars. So that said, Motor Monday, we had to test it out. The 5.0-liter supercharged V8, again, making 444 horses. This vehicle too, again, being the final model year, I can't predict the future, but just, ladies and gentlemen, look at the body lines on this car. It is absolutely beautiful all the way around. And so that said, I see it becoming a classic, you know, in like that 25-ish year time span when you can't get these internal combustion engines anymore, it's going to be desirable. We saw it with the older Jaguars, you know, your E-Type, your XKs, etc. And I think the F-Type's going to get there. So that said, pick them up while we have them. We're showing off a 450, and again, they do make a 575 horsepower variant because that's all I have left. Get them while we have them, seriously. It's an absolutely beautiful machine, and I mean, just look at this, again, with the angles, the design, classic Jaguar, absolutely beautiful. Let's take her for a drive. A few things I wanted to actually highlight inside the vehicle before we really get going. Just some drive programs that we can set up and really optimize to get all of the performance out of this vehicle. So most of these F-Types, in fact, I think all of these F-Types are going to have what they call configurable dynamic programs. So what that's telling us is that we're actually going to take our little selector right down here and we're going to flick it down to the old race flag. That is the dynamic mode. It's actually fully configurable. And so what you can do is set it up to put everything exactly where you want it, either with the factory setup, everything into the dynamic mode, or your own individual setup. Like, for example, say I really like the engine tuning, you know, how it's going to lean the shifts out a little bit longer with the gear shift, and then, you know, tighten up my steering, but I really don't like how it tightens up the suspension, you know, that stiffer ride basically for taking those corners. I can set it to comfort, actually, to where it's going to just kind of be that smoother comfort mode, but still give me all of my other dynamic aspects. Now, me personally, when I'm putting a car in dynamic mode, I really like everything to be on. If we're going, we're going, and that's what we're going to do today. But that said, you do have that option to configure it if you like. So two different modes as well. We have our dynamic mode, which is again kind of like your handling, your suspension, a little bit of your tuning as well. We also have our true and proper sport mode, which is going to be right over here. By flicking the shifter over to the left, we see our S is actually lit up, and I can either do an automatic, which is what it defaults to, so if you don't do anything, it's going to shift like normal, but it is going to lean them out, or you can actually do it manual. So you have the Triptronic here that you can actually bang shift the vehicle, which is what we're going to do because I think that's a lot more fun. It's almost like a clutchless manual, or you can do the little paddle shifters up top here as well to do your shifting. So let's take her out. Nice. I wanted to point out, just as Terry and I were driving here, so the really nice thing about these Jaguars, you know, at the end of the day, this thing is still a Jaguar car. We're in comfort mode, we're driving to our little test spot here, and it's smooth. I mean, it's smooth, quiet, comfortable. I mean, everything I would expect out of a Jaguar. But again, you know, we talked about those race modes. if I wanted to actually rip and be fast and everything like that, I can just change my drive program on the fly and make it do that, you know? So it still ends up being a really nice kind of daily or Sunday driver, you know? And I put all-wheel drive on all these cars actually too, so it will take the inclement weather. You can get them rear-wheel drive, but I just thought they would get away from you, especially here in Michigan. Makes a lot of sense, so just wanted to point that out. All right, so we're getting ready to actually send it. The real important aspect here is that, you know, we're staying within the legal speed limit, we're being smart about it, and we're just generally being safe. I mean, at the end of the day, these things are cool, but they're brand new cars, and we gotta be careful with them. So that said, I'm gonna drop her down into the dynamic mode here, pop it into the sport mode just like that. I've got the G meter up just for fun so we can see. But then when you're really ready, you can actually just whop on the accelerator pedal. So just like this. Again, you know, we don't have a ton of road here, so just quick little pulls basically, but I just wanted you to hear and experience it, you know, just a little quick one. So we're gonna do a little 1-2 shift bang as well with our little, you know, with our actual Triptronic shifter. So I've got it right here. I'm in 4th gear. I'm going to downshift one more to 3rd, and then we're going to pull or rather upshift to 3rd, and then we're going to pull and go to 4th. So here we go. Yeah, see, just like that. Just like that. You can hear it shift. It's just too much fun. Downshifter one more time. Get a little snap, crackle, pop action going out of that supercharger, and I love this. I love Motor Monday. My favorite day of the week now. And you can see too, so I've actually got the G meter up as well. It's just a really fun thing that, you know, the F-Type has basically. You can really see the throttle graph and have it going. So it's really, really neat actually. You can see what kind of G's you're pulling and that kind of thing, or even around corners. And so if you actually take it to a track, it ends up being really, really cool because you can actually get that, you know, true and proper view basically. So, too much fun. We're gonna keep driving. For this pull right here, you know, just off this traffic light, I'm actually going to be manually shifting, and so you can kind of get a sense of like that actually like banging through gears. Again, it really does feel like a clutchless manual. There are some people that prefer the paddles. I am not one of those people. I dailied a manual for a long time, and you know, even though it doesn't have the 3rd pedal, it almost feels like it, you know. So here we go. I don't know if you actually caught that. Yeah, Terry was probably jerking all around there. Oh, too much fun. This 450 engine, I mean, there's really nothing like a classic supercharged V8, you know. It's just one of those things. It's so much fun. It is so much fun to drive. You get, so the difference between the supercharger and the turbocharger, right? Because most engines these days in new cars are going to be turboed. Yes, it's more efficient. Yes, you can go faster, everything like that. It's not the same feeling as a supercharger. It's just not. Supercharger delivers instantaneous boost just by the way that they actually give the power and put the power down, basically. So, well, all right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. That's Motor Monday. We got our adrenaline rush. Hope you lived vicariously through us that way. Again, ideally, we're doing weekly content, so we're going to do just a different motor, basically, you know, different vehicle every week. Again, this was the Jaguar F-Type R75, rather. So it is 75th anniversary edition, final edition to get this vehicle. Again, P450, 444 horsepower, supercharged V8 engine. Making right about, I believe it's 468 pound-feet of torque. Just too much fun. Again, too much fun with this vehicle. I absolutely love it. Pick it up while we have it, seriously. You know, I've only got a couple left, and this is going to be the final model year for this vehicle. And, you know, like I said, there's really nothing like that super classic supercharged V8 sound, drive, everything. Thank you.